Hey guys, bringing you another vlog here. So, it's week 8, halfway through the regular season right now, and so far we've got Kevin at top at 6-1, Schnell 5-2, but obviously the big blow losing Foster for the year, so let's see how that affects his team. Next we've got 5 4-3 teams, so this will be a big week to really see who can get out in front and get ahead for that playoff push. And then Doyle, 2-5, and then Mikey and Brian, 1-6. You guys need to go on some big winning streaks to keep the playoff hopes alive. All right, so getting into last week's recaps. The first matchup we had was between me versus Max. I had my team, and we won this pretty handily. I mean, dropped 133. Tom Brady, great game. St. Louis Rams D got me 25. Evans, he finally broke out. Yeah, my running backs were solid besides Blunt. Max, for a while there, Tannehill and Landry had me scared. Thought they were going to put up about 80 combined, but they just stopped because the Texans were so bad. I mean, you were behind the 8 ball this week, considering you had Rodgers, Forte, Adams, McManus, Sanders all on bye, so tough week for you, but I'm sure you'll bounce back next week. The next one we had was between Schnell and Bill, and Schnell's team pulled this one out, 116 to 102. Obviously, good win for him, but biggest thing, like I said, losing Foster. So, yikes. It's tough. I've been there before, Schnell. You can recover. Just got to make some moves and play the right guys. All right, the next one we had between Steven and Mikey. Steven just put a beat down on Mikey, 154 to 101, and yeah, this one wasn't close from the beginning. Just great performances from Steve's guys, and Mikey, once again, you just had someone go off against you, so yeah, that's tough. The next one was between Kevin and Brian. It was first place versus last. I had Kevin, and he won, 142 to 108. Not a whole lot new to say about Kevin's team. You know, they're really good. Lamar Miller, he busted out. Looks like the Dolphins coach finally knows how to use him. Brian put up 108, solid week, little under your projected, but you just played someone who had a great week, so, I mean, it's tough. And then in the last one we had, it was Matt versus Doyle with 2 of the 3 lowest scores, but Matt, you faced the person with the lowest, so you win 100 to 88. And I had Matt as well, went 5-0 in the pick'em this week, so that's nice. All right, getting into next week's matchups. We've got first one here is Kevin Beginner's Luck versus my team Cocaine Cooks. And I'm going with Kevin in this one. He's in first place, and I don't see any reason why his team should slow down. I mean, I think my team's turning it around, but got a tough matchup this week. Both projected 116 around there right now. We'll see how that goes, but I think Kevin squeaks out a win against me. The next one, we've got Bill, Cocaine Cooks 2, versus Matt, the webcam Fig Newtons, who it appears right now is going to get Dez back. So that'll be a huge boost to your team, as VJax, he might be out for a while. But you're down DeMarco Murray, so that's tough. Bill, getting Big Ben back, that'll obviously help out your QB situation, and Antonio Brown should boost him back to top 2 wide receiver probably. Looking at the matchups, I think Bill, John Brown might not play, but you've got Snead in. I think if Ivory is healthy, then Cocaine Cooks 2 pulls out the win for this one. The next matchup is Schnell versus Mikey, 2 versus 9. Coming into it, not really any buys that are affecting either team right now. I guess Mikey has Hearns. Randall, he's not going to play. Not that you probably would have played him against Seattle anyway, but oh well. Schnell going with Decker in place of Foster, so we'll see if he can take over that role. In what is projected to be a close matchup, I think I'm going to go with Mikey on this one. Upset, just a gut feeling. I don't really know, but I think Basquiat pulls it out. All right. Our next matchup, Steve versus Brian. 5th versus 10th place. So, Brian, you need this one. I think 1-7, you lose, you're about done unless you win 6 straight after that, and even 7-7. That's tough to make the playoffs. Both projected around 115. Actually, Brian right now projected to win by .03. So, looks like it's going to be a close one. Steve, you have great wide receivers. Maybe see if Lacey can do anything this week. You do have Yeldon on bye, so that kind of sucks because he's really looked good lately. I don't know. This one's tough. I think I'm going to go with Brian. Going with another upset in the standings, even though he is projected more, but just barely. All right, and then now for the last matchup of the week, Max versus Doyle. And Doyle, looks like your team might struggle a little bit again, as got Rashad Jennings in there, who seems to be part of a 4-man committee in New York now. Manning, his noodle arm, has been pretty terrible this year. Max gets Rodgers, Sanders, Adams, Forte, and McManus back, so that'll be a big boost to his team. And I'm going with Max in this one. And yeah, more confidence in Max for sure than Doyle's team right now, especially with Shady on bye. Shady, Julius Thomas, and Deshaun Jackson. And we'll see if Deshaun returns anytime soon. But, alright, that was the recap and preview for this week. So, everyone remember, be happy and stay positive.